But first, what if our cities could be more like forests? That's the question at the heart of a new building prototype developed by architecture and engineering firm Skidmore, Owings Merrill. As Chicago Tonight's Nick Blumberg reports, thinking of buildings as trees isn't for aesthetic purposes. It's a way to adapt to the changing climate.
A code red for humanity. That's how the United Nations described a recent report on Earth's climate, which seems to be changing more rapidly than expected. It's the climate crisis that prompted Skidmore, Owings Merrill to think about the role of the built environment and whether it's possible for a building to go beyond net zero emissions.
Instead of just reducing carbon emissions to try to get as close to zero, can we go one step beyond and think of the building industry that would absorb carbon from the air?
The prototype the firm came up with is called Urban Sequoia. It debuted at the recent COP26 climate summit in Glasgow. The building uses several different approaches to capture carbon from the air. One of them is thinking about what the building's made of.
We use basically natural material. So rather than concrete and steel, we actually focus on using wood or using biobricks.
The building also integrates natural processes like using carbon as part of photosynthesis to produce algae that in turn can be used as a biofuel.
So rather than using fossil fuels or simply relying on electricity, we could actually use that as a biofuel for the heating and cooling of our building.
And the prototype has a carbon capture device that takes advantage of the way air naturally moves upward through tall buildings.
Use the natural forces of the wind to power these devices like a fan.
A slew of architects, designers, and sustainability specialists came together to develop the concept. They think the Urban Sequoia has big potential.
We imagine that over 60 years, for example, it will sequester 350%, so 3.5 times what it would have emitted if we were to build it today in a conventional fashion.
And the project isn't just about finding the best building materials or coming up with different ways to capture carbon. It's also about how cities and the people who build them can learn from nature.
We are trying to use the power of nature or life to do a lot of the heavy lifting of the work in a building, or for the world as a whole, nature and human thriving together.
And the prototype could have a positive effect beyond the urban environment. The carbon the Urban Sequoia captures could be used to produce not just fuel, but building materials or food supplements, reducing the strain on agriculture.
Oftentimes we decouple the urban environment with farming. We want to lessen the burden of the farmland by creating buildings that can actually create the material we need.
The Urban Sequoia prototype is a high-rise, but its creators say the concepts work at a variety of scales and that some of the techniques can be applied to existing buildings. While there aren't any plans to build one at the moment, the folks at Skidmore say they aren't letting go of this idea.
I would love my son to experience the world like I did. And I keep optimism because it's still a big challenge, but we have never been closer to addressing this challenge than this moment. And tomorrow is going to be better too.
For Chicago Tonight, I'm Nick Blumberg.
Skidmore, Owings Merrill also says it's planning to release a white paper later this year detailing how the Urban Sequoia prototype works.